I could not be more excited about this show. How exciting. Okay, welcome to another amazing episode of LBV TV, where we bring you every Tuesday night the characters, the Disney magic into your home, and much more. Disney news, Disney experts. Again, today's a really special episode because Jack and Sally are joining us. That's right. And they are the rarest characters, one of the rarest characters to meet, hardest characters to meet, and even talk to, especially even at the Christmas party or Halloween party. So we get to have them interacting with us as long as we want. That's right. So have your questions ready for them. We're so excited because, it's only 95 days until Halloween. How crazy is that, guys? I know. And only 150 days until Christmas. I have to say, as much as quarantine is lagging, you know what I mean? It's kind of flying by. I would never have guessed in a million years Halloween is around the corner. And now more than ever, I think we could use some holiday magic. Every day should be a holiday. Every day should be special and extra. And that's kind of what the Nightmare Before Christmas is about, is really having that holiday spirit and more. And we are so excited to bring that to you tonight. And of course, Jack and Sally and Nightmare Before Christmas were the inspiration behind this shirt and the concept of every day should be a holiday. Do you guys agree? 'Tis always the season, especially when it comes to Nightmare Before Christmas, and of course when it comes to anything Disney. 'Tis always the season to celebrate and feel the magic. Now, for those of you that watched our episode last week, you know a little bit of some behind the scenes that we found out that they started building Christmas stuff for Disney, for the Magic Kingdom already. We live near the warehouses and saw the trucks, and a CM even confirmed they're getting ready for Christmas, because a lot of that takes months and months to do. And the other day, we saw a truck drive by with Halloween stuff. That's right, Halloween decorations. So we were super excited to see that, yes, Halloween is coming, and it's going to be different at Disney World this year, and of course Disneyland. But we have some insider info after Jack and Sally leave the chat that we know about the Halloween stuff and how it might work. And we're really excited to bring that to you as well. So stay tuned after Jack and Sally leave the chat. You don't want to miss all about Disney World Halloween. Wahaha. And on other exciting news, you never know who will drop by our show. Like last week, we had no idea Oogie Boogie was going to drop by, and he sang for us live. How cool. Another, again, rare, extremely rare character moment. I think the only time you can meet him is at a DVC event at Walt Disney World or Disneyland from afar. So again, we love bringing you the Disney magic up close and personal, when nowadays we can't do that like we used to in the parks, and especially for the holidays. So we're really excited, like I said, to have you guys connecting. So in the chat here, make sure to have your questions ready for Jack and Sally or me. We're going to put them up on the screen. See, Rob even said Oogie was amazing. He was. Anytime you miss an episode or live, you can't be with us, that's okay. Definitely watch a replay, because we tape everything in a way that it makes watching YouTube extra fun and always family friendly. So you and your kids can watch as well the replays too. Now, for those of you new to LBV TV, every Tuesday night, like I said, we come to you with the Disney magic. But we're also a lifestyle and apparel brand as well, making styles and smiles you can wear at home, as well as bringing styles and smiles, whether it be through your TV, your computer, your Instagram, your Pinterest. And we love having you a part of the LBV Club, as we call it. And our moderators will later on plug in there a special website where you can get a discount code because you're watching YouTube, lbvclub.com. They'll link it later. But let's get to the exciting part of our show. Jack and Sally. Now, we did hear too that Jack did go help Santa because right now all of our holidays need extreme help. It's a mess. Amazon's helping Santa, Best Buy's helping Santa, Sandy Claus is helping Santa. It's wild. So we're going to find out more about what's going on in, Halloween Town and with Jack and Sally and more. And then make sure to stay tuned for next week as well, because we have Navi from Pandora and scientists from the Pandora Conservation Group. That's right. I think we're the first to ever do this too. I'm pretty sure, Chris, right? The first to ever bring you the people from Pandora live into your homes. Not even Disney World brings you the Pandora characters live to chat and interact with. So, like I said, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and you'll never miss amazing Disney celebrities, experts, and news, and the fun we have. Okay. Now, I see a lot of awesome people in the chat. Hello, Via Pre-Project. Hello, Mickey's Magic. All of our friends, Donna, who just had a birthday, Jenna from Resort TV1, my BFF you'll see in the episode later as well, Isaac, Nick, I see a whole bunch of people that are friends of ours. Thank you for being a part of the LBV family and club. We love having you part of the magic. And again, make sure to comment, connect with each other, chat, as well as interact with our characters and more. Okay, now, before I bring in our special guests of honors, what is your favorite character from Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it Zero? Is it Oogie? Is it Sandy Claus? Is it the man-eating wreath? I love the man. I just think it's so cool. It only eats men, not women. Who is your favorite character, guys? Oh, yes, Sunset Boulevard. Thank you for the background. Yes, I know we love our background, and we love making things as stylish as possible, whether it be on us or behind us. I see people like Zero. Everybody's loving Zero. Joy says Oogie Boogie. Sarah says Zero. Okay, I know. Zero is so cute. One of the questions I'm going to ask Sally, guys, is if she could have any other pet, who would it be? And like, it could be a ghost pet. Like, would she want a ghost tiger? So these are all kinds of questions you guys can ask Sally and our characters and our friends live. So you don't want to miss, like I said, a moment. Ooh, Lock, Shock, and Barrel. That's a good one. They're troublemakers, those three. Yes, Cassie, that is. I actually mentioned you in our Instagram questions later. So for those of you also who follow us on Instagram, we have a post every Tuesday that allows you to ask a question ahead of time, and we will pick a free shirt giveaway if we ask your question. So make sure to follow us on Instagram too. Hey, it's Joy World. Hey, Happy Hopper. Okay, I think, Chris, we're ready for our guests. Let's bring them on in. You guys ready?
Hello, Sal. Oh, is that Maria?
Yes, hello, Sally. Oh my, wow. Oh my, you look amazing. I've never seen you in person, so this is incredible. Oh my, I'm like,
I've never seen you either. Wow, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you, Sally. You're just the sweetest. Well, we're so excited to have you because we have been dealing with this coronavirus thing, and we've been in quarantine. And we really need some holiday cheer, whether it's Halloween, whether it's Christmas, anything. Because, like I said, 'tis always the season for anything that is festive right now, as we need it more than ever. And who better than you guys that know holidays better than anybody? How amazing does Sally look, guys? Have you guys ever seen her in person before? This is so cool.
Hello.
Oh my God. What? Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Now, Sally, is Jack with you? What's going on? I heard there was something where he was helping Santa Claus and traveling.
He was with Sandy Claus earlier. He did have a lot of work to help him with. You know, Christmas is a very big deal around here too now. And so we heard about this virus that's going around, and we decided that it would probably be best for him to quarantine for a while before coming back to Halloween Town. So he's with the Easter Bunny right now in a little cottage. He doesn't like it very much. He's very upset. I'm sorry that he couldn't come today.
Oh, he won't be able to make it? Oh, well, is he in the 14-day quarantine like all of us had to do when you go travel? Is that basically it?
I miss him very much.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's amazing, first off, that even in Halloween Town or in, the North Pole, you guys are still following the rules of that 14-day quarantine period. We'll have to have Jack on in 2 weeks then. Will you come back as well when he comes back?
I would love to. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, in the meantime, we're excited to have you here. This is so cool. And we did have other special guests that dropped by from Halloween Town last week. Like Oogie Boogie came. I know. Don't be scared. He's not. Chris is watching just to make sure he hopefully doesn't show up. But he was very well behaved. For any of you that watched last week with Ariel, the Little Mermaid, he was very good with her, and she's a fellow redhead. We were very nervous, but he was a gentleman.
Oh, maybe he's turning the pages then. The Christmas spirit's getting within him?
I guess so. The holidays have that effect on people. Okay, now, Sally, we have all these friends in the chat here that want to ask you questions as well. And I was wondering if I could ask you some questions because we've never been to Halloween Town. And there's just so much that has happened since we've last seen you. So first off, I got to ask you, as us humans, we dress up for Halloween. Last year I was Cinderella, who's this princess here. I don't know if you remember seeing her when you visited Disneyland or Disney World, but I was her. I was wondering if you could be anybody but yourself for Halloween and dress up like us humans do, who would you want to be? And everybody in the chat, tell us who you would want to dress up as for Halloween this year or who you've dressed up in the past. And let's see if you and Sally have a similar answer. I can't wait to hear what you think of, because I mean, Halloween Town, if anybody had a good idea, I bet it's you.
Oh, why, thank you. Do you know Lock, Shock, and Barrel?
Oh, yes.
Oh, they always have the best trick-or-treating outfits on. There's a witch and a skeleton. One dresses like Jack, and then we have a little devil, too. Should I wait until everyone answers here, or can I tell you what I'd like to do?
Answers. I see an Elsa. I see Jessie from Toy Story says Disney up, boiler up. Brandy Dave says Elsa's my favorite. And Chris, you can put some people's answers up on the screen. Sunset Boulevard said she'd love to be Rapunzel. Joey's World says he was Captain Autism, which is awesome. Joey's World has a great channel too. Hi, Avery. I see a bunch of great answers. Ooh, I want to be Lilo and Chloe Stitch. Chloe's her doggy, like Zero, and they dress up and they have really cute outfits. I'm hoping later we'll have them on to show you. Vicky Russo says Mickey. Ooh, it's Florida's World after all, says Pooh Bear. Han Solo. These are all so good. And I love so many of your answers. Chris, we've made almost t-shirts for all of these characters. So our Lake Point visitors have great minds. Great minds think alike. Okay, Sally, I got to know, what would you be, at least for this year?
I would be a human.
Ooh, so like my skin color, would you like put makeup on like that?
I think I'd like to have pink hair, though. Do any humans have pink hair?
People have been dyeing their hair pink and things like that for fun, especially during quarantine. People are really bored. So I've seen some like unicorn colored hair, rainbow colored hair. You name it, nowadays anything goes. Yes. So that's a good answer. She would want to be a human. I like that. Okay, now, will you be joining us again for the Halloween party at Walt Disney World or Disneyland this year? I mean, I know you host people at Town Square and Walt Disney World for the Halloween party. You in the parades and things of that sort. You even show up at Oogie's Bash. It's very, very scary to me because you never know with him, but you do. Will we be seeing you again?
Well, unfortunately, Disneyland's Oogie Bash was canceled, so we'll have to wait until next year for that. But at Disney World, we have some precautions set, but I will be there. We have to stay very far apart, of course, so that everyone stays safe. But we've been preparing our trick-or-treat bags with lots of worms and with pins for the friends, and then they can come and bring their bags to us, and we can wave to them. It will be wonderful. Different but wonderful.
I love it. Well, only in Halloween Town are the bags filled with worms and bad things. I do agree, though, that's a smart idea. Chris and I and many of our Lake Buena visitors in the chat were discussing on Instagram, too, that how do you do trick-or-treat bags? And what we heard is Disney's going to pre-make the bags, kind of like how you guys are doing, where people will already have them pre-done. It won't be, pulling out per se from a basket, but instead pre-made, ready to grab, and that way it's safe. So it makes sense. I don't know, everybody in the chat, What are your thoughts on what should be in the trick-or-treat bags? My favorite treat, I have to say, is anything Reese's Cups. I love Reese's Cups. Now, Sally, have you gotten to try any of the human candy that's in our trick-or-treat bags? Or does that not really your
I
cup of tea?
have tried it. I don't like it at all. It tastes very disgusting, but that's all right. I've heard that you like it.
We do. That's right. Everybody in the chat, what are some of your favorite Halloween treats? Obviously, in Halloween Town, tastes differ. Um, so now, what is your favorite treat then in your Halloween Town world?
Let's see. Well, I do like your flavor called chocolate if it's in small, tiny quantities. I do love chocolate-covered leaves.
Oh, chocolate-covered leaves.
And I like some of dirt worms. I've seen those before. Those are delicious.
Oh, yes, dirt worms. We have those actually, even at Disney. We have dirt worms that are like a brownie and chocolate with gummy worms.
Oh, delicious. And also, there's a wonderful human drink that's served at Disney World called, I think it's a pumpkin spice. Have you had that before?
Oh, yes. Everybody in the chat, who loves pumpkin spice? I know it's like a polarizing question. Some people hate pumpkin spice. Some people love it. I think all of the majority of humans love pumpkin spice to the point we would drink it year-round if given the option. Are you guys fans of pumpkin spice? Anybody?
It really is growing on me. It's starting to smell a little strange now. Hopefully I can have some new pumpkin spice by the fall.
Wait, so it's literally growing on you?
It has a nice scent to it. It is getting a little strange, though.
I will say, Sally, I drink so much pumpkin spice stuff, I'm pretty sure it would grow on me too. It's just by de facto probably oozing out of my skin. I know that probably sounds amazing to you, but us humans, it's probably like, I know, pumpkin spice. That's a great answer, and I'm so glad you agree. Pumpkin spice is awesome. Now, you get to obviously enjoy the Halloween party. It's going to be different this year. But I got to ask, do you get to ride rides or get to enjoy Disney World?
I have to say I'm not a fan of most rides. They're much too fast for me, and my arms tend to fall off, and I have to sew them back on. So that takes a little while, but there is one ride that's a little slow-paced, and it's very frightening. You get to step inside of a beast, and it raises you up, and you go in circles, and you can see all of the people up there. It has a thing that comes out of its nose. I'm not sure what it's called.
You guys, I think she's saying Dumbo is her frightening ride. Is it Dumbo? Is it Dumbo the flying elephant, the thing with the trunk?
Oh, yes. He's so frightening, and it is very fun to me, though.
Oh, I love it. That is a slower paced ride, which is good. It's so funny. We've had so many characters on here that tell us about what they find frightening, and it always shocks us. Like when Maleficent was scared of Winnie the Pooh, and the fact that you find Dumbo intimidating, whereas we think he's the cutest thing ever. I love that. And I heard you've made friends at Disney World, too, with some of the other characters.
Oh, I have. Have you been to the Monsters Laugh floor before?
Oh, yes. Has anybody else in the chat been to the Monsters Laugh floor? I love the Monsters Laugh floor. It is so awesome.
I don't think it's very funny, though. I'm not sure why so many people laugh. But do you know who is my favorite there?
Who?
We call him the underripe pumpkin. He's that little monster with the big eye. He's the underripe pumpkin king.
Oh, because he's green. So an unripened pumpkin. I see. Mike Wazowski. You guys, that's amazing. Mike Wazowski is the unripened pumpkin king. The green pumpkin king. I love it. Oh, I love Mike Wazowski. Do you guys love the Monsters Laugh floor? Me and Jenna from Resort TV 1, anytime we go, always end up talking with the monsters live on camera. It's awesome. They know us at this point. I have to say, I think Mike knows our name. What do you think, Jenna? I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, it's those two troublemakers again, those Halloween fans. But yeah, that's okay. It makes sense you'd be friends with monsters because Halloween Town, you have a lot of monsters, so it's normal. Now, anybody in chat too, feel free to ask questions as I'm asking Sally, and producer Chris, my husband behind the scenes, will keep track of your questions and bring them onto the screen so we don't miss them later on. But I would love to know too, on our Instagram page, a lot of people asked in our post, if you could only pick one holiday, Sally, would you pick Christmas or Halloween?
Let's see. I think I'd choose Halloween. It is
Okay.
where I live, Halloween Town, and it is my favorite. But I do love Christmas.
Makes sense. How about you guys in the chat? If you could only pick one holiday, would it be Christmas or Halloween? I know that's a really tough one, guys. Now, other people also wanted to know, because Jack goes to the holiday forest and picks Christmas as his door to go through. If you could pick any other door, Sally, what would you have liked to see as a holiday and experience?
Oh, if I could choose?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that I would choose the one with the heart. Do you know what that one is?
Yeah, that's called Valentine's Day.
Oh, can you tell me about it?
Okay, so Valentine's Day makes a lot of sense as a holiday you would enjoy because for those of you who have seen Nightmare Before Christmas, Sally and Jack are an epic love story, and you truly just completely give of yourself in honor of your man. And so it makes sense. And Valentine's Day is all about celebrating love and relationships. And again, that concept of 'tis always the season to love, to celebrate. So again, I love that answer for you. That makes total sense. We need to get you a Valentine's Day date, you and Jack. We'll set it up. It'll be really romantic. Maybe some ghoulishly delightful food. Yeah, oh, that makes sense. I know. Cassie says my heart. I know mine too. I love that. And I see Spiral Destiny 91 says, has Dr. Finkelstein working on anything new lately? I always am worried about you with Dr. Finkelstein. I feel for you, Sally. You've dealt with a lot, let me tell you.
Thank you. Yes, he is building something new, actually. Another doll kind of like me. And her head is a little bit wider like this. It comes to a little point. I think she's very frightening, but she should make a good companion for him, I suppose.
Okay, that's good, because at the end of the day, we want you not have to deal with that guy. That's a lot. I know you've dealt with Oogie. Ladies in the chat, has this one dealt with a lot? She deserves the best Valentine's Day ever. I'll talk to Jack in 2 weeks when he's out of quarantine, and we'll set this all up. Everybody in the chat, if you could celebrate another holiday other than Christmas and Halloween, because again, we're celebrating all the seasons here. 'Tis always the season here. What would you want to celebrate? Would it be Valentine's Day? Would it be Easter? Would it be New Year's? We have this one holiday, Sally, called New Year's, where there's lots of fireworks, and we celebrate just all things new, which I think all of us, 2020, we are very excited for New Year's. We're all is everybody looking forward to 2021? I don't know about you, but I definitely am. Groundhog Day, says Brandy and Dave. That's a good one, February 2nd. So yeah, no, I see other people saying Sally deserves the best Valentine's Day. Jenna from Missouri says Easter because of the Easter Bunny. And earlier on in the chat, we heard that Jack is with the Easter Bunny in quarantine right now, and they're not having the best time ever, but that's okay. It's a fun holiday. I like Easter, and I like chocolate bunnies. So I get it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying New Year's. Woo, bring on 2021, says Anna Butler, Rob Faith, Adventures with Maeve. I love all your answers, guys. Disney fan MJR says 4th of July, another fireworks holiday. I love that. Hey, Pete McDevitt, how's it going? Another great friend of ours from LBV family. Yes, Alyssa Steinberg, 2021, please. I mean, has the pandemic been tough with Halloween Town, or has it been easy? Because, realistically, you're helping out in multiple ways to celebrate Halloween around the world, so it's keeping you busy.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's keeping us very busy. So things are different, but it's kind of fun for us to see how to make it exciting for all of our friends amidst this interesting time.
Of course. Well, no, we also love scary Halloween movies. That's one of the ways we celebrate Halloween as humans. And I was wondering, since you're in quarantine, do you get to watch scary movies? Do you have a favorite scary movie? And before she answers, guys, I would love to know in the chat, do you have a favorite scary movie? I have to say mine. I'm not going to lie, Sally, sometimes Nightmare Before Christmas, we watch your story. Sometimes it's a little scary. Does anybody else in the chat? I mean, it's supposed to be because Halloween is scary, and that's a great thing. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Halloween. But do any of you guys ever feel a little, I don't know, scared watching it? I sometimes do. And I see a good question that we'll make sure to come back to from Lori saying, do you still grow the deadly nightshade flower? That's another great part in the movie. You do have quite a blue thumb, we'll call it, instead of a green thumb in the human world for those that are gardeners. I see people saying, yes, I see people saying Haunted Mansion, Matthew Krebs, The Shining scares Rob Faith. Ooh, Frankenstein, says Disney fan. Frankenstein, Sally, is kind of like your Dr. Finkelstein. You know what I mean? Trouble. Alyssa Steimer says Hocus Pocus. Danielle Kugler says Friday the 13th. Dobie says, I missed it, but I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street. Someone said Oogie Boogie scares me. Chris, did you grab that one? Because he was on last week on our show, Oogie Boogie. And I have to say, he was just a blast. I was shocked. He wasn't scary. He was funny. He sang live for us. So any of you that are just joining our chat, make sure to watch the replay because you never want to miss our amazing characters and celebrities that come on the show. Oogie last week sang live for us. And I got to say, he's got a great voice. Very impressed. And Sally, you have a beautiful voice as well. Yeah, and I see Classy Disney Mom says, scary movies aren't for her. I get it, girl. I get it. Halloween Town is another movie that we watch. Jenna from Resort TV 1. It's not like your Halloween Town. It's a different Halloween Town. Very different. Ooh, Anna Butler says Insidious. That's a really good scary one. And Sunset Boulevard says Coraline. Sally, do you know Coraline? I feel like you guys live in neighboring worlds.
I've met her quite a few times. Yeah. The other mother is actually quite lovely. She's got beautiful eyes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So for those of you in the chat who've ever seen Coraline, which is part of the Tim Burton world as well, that's a good movie. I love that one. And Sally even knows Coraline. That's so cool. We learn such cool things whenever you guys come and visit us on Lake Buena Visitors Television. We can't thank you enough. Now, Sally, we're going to open up the chat for questions from people. Lori earlier asked, do you still grow deadly nightshade? Are you still growing things? That seems to be something you're really good at.
I do, yes. Can I answer about my favorite movie too?
Oh my God, Sally, I forgot. I got so excited about Halloween stuff.
That's all right. You just have so much positive energy radiating from you. I wish I had that too.
It's all my excitement because I have to say, I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I'm freaking out over how amazing it is to have you here because, again, it's so rare to see you in person and you're just as beautiful and enchanting as can be. Okay, Sal, sorry. Your excited friend here just couldn't help herself with all the awesome people, the hundreds in our chat, also excited. Okay, Sally, what is your favorite scary movie?
Well, I was listening to all of your favorite scary movies, and I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. None of those are very scary. Not one that I saw, no. Do you know the scariest movie that I've ever seen is called the My Little Pony movie? There's little horses. They're all rainbow colored. There's butterflies in there. It's absolutely terrifying. So if you'd like a true scary movie, I would suggest to watch that.
That's okay. So you're not a fan of all that fluffiness going on.
Oh no. It's frightening.
Well, it makes sense. If you didn't like Dumbo, I guess My Little Pony would be like Dumbo on steroids. So that makes
too colorful.
Oh my God, it's so funny. See, a lot of us in the chat are laughing because My Little Pony is a very kid-friendly show in our world. So you never know what you're going to learn visiting other people's worlds, and Halloween Town and what it's like for you guys. So that's awesome. I love that answer.
Human children are much more brave than all of the children over here.
I guess so. I guess so.
Yeah.
Now, everybody in the chat, do you guys have some questions for Sally? While you guys are thinking of your questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to ask her one of the questions from Instagram, which was, if you could have another pet other than Zero that's a ghost pet, what would you want?
Oh, I think I would have a bird, because birds are so wonderful, or perhaps a bat. I love their wings, and it reminds me to fly and follow my dreams, to not stay with the doctor all day.
I love that. Definitely a bat or a bird. That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, I would want Zero as a pet. He is just so cute.
He is
so
sweet.
Cute. Thank you, Dame Dystopia, for joining us. Again, we tape our show in a way that, I see there's a question. My 7-year-old daughter wants to know what your favorite color is.
Is her name Sally too? I think I saw that. Hello, Sally. It's nice to meet you. I wish we could be together today. Let's see, my favorite color. Well, I don't really like any of them, so I suppose black.
Okay, makes sense. Well, I'm glad we made the shirt black then, the majority of the shirt.
It's nice.
Yeah. I love it. And I see, and again, we love getting to know our lake winners. That's a great question, Dame Dystopia. And have a good night, Sally. And we tape everything in a way that you can watch the replay. But I'm glad if you guys get to ask a question live. It's always awesome. Sally, what do you and Jack do on your days off at Sunset Boulevard?
We like to go to the top of a beautiful little hill in our neighborhood, and we like to stare at the moon. That's it.
Okay. I mean, we have the moon up here. Makes sense. I think that's very romantic. Ooh, aliens wear green hats. It's a great name. Sally, your skin is lovely. Do you use anything special to bring out the blue? Is it like a nightshade or like some sort of something you grow in your garden?
Oh, it is. It's actually a worm that I find in my garden. He likes to eat the nightshade, so perhaps he has a bit of that in him. But I just love his color. It's a dark blue, and the more I eat of the worms, the bluer my skin looks.
Oh, makes sense. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do that to dye my hair one day blue. What do you think, guys?
Eat some worms? That's a wonderful idea. I've heard they're good for you, too.
They have a lot of protein. Michael Disney Dad says, do you ever run into Santa Claus? And Mike Scabetta is one of our wonderful patrons who helps bring our characters to us, which is awesome. Thank you so much, because we make sure that all of our characters are well taken care of so they can come on the show and get here, however transportation necessary. So Sally, do you ever get to run into Santa Claus?
I do, all the time. Him and Jack are good friends now, and I'm becoming better friends with Santa Claus as well. He really is lovely. He knows, though, he's a very loud speaker, so he knows when he's around us to, his words are tone it down a little bit.
I love it. And I heard somebody ask a question. Do you have a pumpkin patch, says Alyssa? Oh,
of course, many of them. Right now, our pumpkins are starting to get bigger and bigger. They're beautiful. But my favorite part about all the pumpkin patches are right after October 31st, when they start to decay.
You like when they decay. They're more beautiful that way?
Much more beautiful, and the smell is so wonderful that they protrude across Halloween Town.
That's so funny. Well, speaking of after Halloween, obviously you get to have vacation, and that brings me to It's Florida's World After All question. If you and Jack could visit the real world, where would you want to visit? I don't know if you know a lot about the human world. I know you've seen Disney World, you've seen Disneyland. Is there any place in the world you would want to visit or check out?
Well, let's see. We do love to walk around cemeteries together. Is there a big, wonderful cemetery in your world?
You know what? I don't know if you guys have ever been to New Orleans, but New Orleans has the coolest cemeteries. which is also the inspiration behind the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, New Orleans cemetery. So it's very similar looking. Chris, do you have the wreath from the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland? Ooh, yes. So that's what greets you when you enter Disneyland's Haunted Mansion when Halloween starts and into Christmas. Um, Again, it's awesome. I think Sally would like New Orleans. What do you guys think in the chat?
That sounds wonderful. I would love to go.
Someone wrote, Big John says, Dan says, New Jersey, the roads are scary.
Oh, that sounds delightful. I would love to visit.
Sally will have to take you to New Jersey. I love your comments, guys. Kelly Aguilar says she lives in New Orleans. That's so cool. New Orleans is one of my favorite towns. We love New Orleans. Yeah, and anybody, wherever you're from, mention where you're from. I know not all of you are from Orlando or living in Orlando like we are. Hagen says he's been to a cemetery more than twice. Yes. So in your town, would you recommend anybody in the chat, Sally, visiting your hometown? Ooh, Salem, Massachusetts says Adventures with Mav. That is a great answer because that's where witches used to live. I know.
That's wonderful.
Maybe still live there. Boston, Massachusetts says Soda Pop. I see Elena says Hawaii. Ooh, so Hawaii is like where there's lots of sun and there's hula and there's ocean and seas. Would you like to say it's blue, or is that not your cup of tea?
I think maybe I'll just stay in the blue part, wherever that is.
Okay, the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I see some people are from Indiana, Montana, Chicago, Houston, Texas. We have lots of scary cornfields in Iowa, says Rhonda. Ooh, Adventures with Mav. Are you from Alaska? That's so cool. Chris, that might be one of our farthest other than our European, and we even have some people from Japan in the chat, I know, in the past. Just Generous is from California, Lake Worth, Florida, Hershey, PA. Very cool. That's where chocolate comes from, Sally. Yes, for all the treats.
Do they have chocolate leaves there?
Oh, I think they should make some chocolate leaves.
Oh.
I think that sounds good. That's probably a great place for Halloween other than a cemetery. Ooh, Sunderland, England. Chris, you've been there, right? Yeah, that's awesome. See, we've also lived in the UK. There's some, speaking of graveyards and ghosts, the Tower of London. That would be a really scary place for you to go. You'd enjoy that. There's a lot of ghosts there. Definitely a lot of people with their heads cut off. That's a little history lesson here on Lake Buena Visitors Television. Sleepy Hollow NY says Mike88 NYC. I totally forgot. These are all really cool ideas because also, since we can't all visit Disney World for Halloween, sometimes visiting other places that have Halloween town vibes is a great option during this quarantine Halloween new world we're living in. These are some great ideas. We have a town in Arizona called Tombstone. Oh, I've seen the movie. Is that where that's filmed? Because that's also, I bet there's a lot of ghosts there too. That's some cowboy stuff. Not too much scary in Ohio, says Sarah Papa. But you know what? There's some big Buckeyes there. I love that. A fun place to visit in Delaware, says Disney fan, is a fun place to visit in Delaware around Halloween is Frightland. So yeah, we have haunted houses too, all around the United States. Unfortunately, though, this year I don't think they will be open. So probably one of the closest things we're going to do is Disney World. They're still going to do not a Halloween party like we know, but a variation of Halloween and interacting. I love getting to know where you're all from. That's so cool. And you're giving, I'm sure, Sally some ideas to take Jack maybe on their Valentine's date we talked about earlier. For those of you just joining the chat, earlier on, Sally was telling us that if she could do any holiday to try, she would love to try Valentine's Day, which makes sense for our star-crossed lovers, Jack and Sally. And I'm really glad to hear Elena says she escaped a hurricane. God bless. We're so glad to have you here. Those of you, again, joining the chat, ask Sally any questions you might have. We would love to hear your questions for her. Again, Chris, did you see some earlier? I know we were really excited about where people lived and ideas for places to visit during the Halloween time. But if we missed your question earlier, please feel free to ask it again. It'll pop up. Alex Gray says she works in a theater where it is haunted. Oh, there we go. Disney fan MJR. Sally, do you have any hobbies?
Oh, let's see. Maybe I love to sew little voodoo dolls.
Oh, makes sense because you know how to sew very well, and then you're a doll yourself, so that makes sense. I hope you don't make voodoo dolls of us, but I guess you probably make good voodoo dolls. You're probably like a person that makes nice voodoo dolls. Dobby says, Sally, have you ever had pizza and would you like pineapple on it?
If I remember, so I don't think that would. And I don't
makes sense.
The answer would be no.
Okay, no pineapple. Sorry, Dobby. I like pineapple on my pizza. And I saw someone asking, have you ever visited the Haunted Mansion?
Oh, there does seem to be there. Is there an echo for you too? Back the sound.
Okay, I think we figured it out now. Let's try.
Does it work? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, what was the question? I was distracted by our voices around the room.
So the question was, have you ever been to the Haunted Mansion in Disney?
Oh, I have. Both of them. The one where they turn it into the beautiful Halloween town and the regular Haunted Mansion. I love both of them, but of course I'm sure you know my favorite.
I can only imagine it's the one with the amazing Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. Nikki Walks, Oogie Boogie's playing with the mics. I told you, there's some spirits in the room. I bet you the echo is the ghosts. Again, see, Sally sees one. I see two. I see two over there. But yes, no, the Haunted Mansion is one of my favorites. I love it. Do you guys like the holiday version? Have you ever been to it? That's where you can see, of course, our man-eating wreath friends and many of our favorite characters from Nightmare Before Christmas. So let us know in the chat if you like one or the other. I saw some other questions too. Oh, they do, Jill?
Oh.
Ooh.
How wonderful.
Ghosts. Very good. Our ghost host today is Sally. I love that.
What's my favorite ice cream flavor? I do believe that ice cream is another sweet thing. So if there's a way to make it not sweet, perhaps dirt?
Oh, okay. Dirt ice cream for you, I would try, Sally. I would do that. We heard earlier, for those that you just joined in the chat, Sally likes chocolate leaves and she loves pumpkin spice so much. She's eaten so much of it that it's growing all over. It grew on her, like literally. So for those that are like, I'm on the borderline of pumpkin spice, sometimes if you have enough, it'll grow on you. And she mentioned too that she loves Mike Wazowski. They call him the Green Pumpkin King. What is the strangest gift? Do you see that one, Chris? What is the strangest gift that Jack has ever given you?
I wouldn't say anything is necessarily strange because I love everything that he's given to me. But once he did give me a flower plucked out of the ground. I thought that was a little strange. It wasn't very pretty.
Oh. Well, I mean, I get it. You're not a fan of flowers. We have lots of dead stuff here.
Oh, I'd much rather have that. Beautiful.
Well, I see somebody in the chat is named Sally. Sally Albert says she loves your name. And Nick Gates says, have you ever been to the festival at Epcot?
I love your name too, Sally. And no, Nick, I've never been to a festival. They're much too loud for me.
Well, on a fun note, somebody asked if you could meet any other characters at Disney. I know you said you're friends with the monsters from Monsters Laugh Floor. You've met Dumbo, who you're scared of. But Is there any characters that you've seen in the Halloween party or things of that sort that you would love to meet?
Hmm. I think I would like to meet the fairy godmother. She seems like she might be a very good witch. Do you think she might be? I see she has a wand. She does some spells. So perhaps we could be good friends.
You know, I never thought of it like that. Everybody in the chat, technically, the fairy godmother, fairies are kind of like witches. They can do spells, and witches are like wizards. They're able to do magic. So I see the parallel there. I see that. That makes sense. Oh, Jenna, my BFF from Resort TV1 has a great question. What is your favorite thing about living in Halloween Town?
There's so many things, it's hard to choose a favorite. Perhaps it would be all of the wonderful monsters and creatures that live there. I just love my neighbors.
They're amazing. I mean, even the man-eating wreath, like all of your characters that are part of the world of Nightmare Before Christmas are so cool. For those of you in the chat, is there a rare character from Nightmare Before Christmas that you love? It could be anything. Oogie Boogie Zero. It could be the duck, the scary. I call it the scary man-eating duck that Jack decided to hand out to people. There's so many cool little characters and monsters, as you call them, that are so special and so neat. I like that. Ooh, Soda Pop has a question before you leave, Sally. What is Lock, Shock, and Barrel up to now? And they're trouble.
They're making a new Halloween costume for this year. So I think that's what they're up to. Did you know they report to Oogie Boogie? So he's having them do lots of things to try and ruin the holidays for us, but at least that's the last I heard. Hopefully they're doing something nice.
Well, we will have to be careful of Oogie in the coming shows. We would love to have you back in 2 weeks when Jack is out of quarantine. Like I said, for those of you just tuning in, Jack is in quarantine because he was traveling, and that is a statewide mandate, even for the North Pole. And so, we would love to have you both back on. We would love to discuss Valentine's Day because, like I said, you two are some of our favorite, most beloved couple. So amazing. Again, you're just as enchanting as I imagine. And this is so cool, again, to be up close and personal with you, Sally, because this is so rare. And I want to say a special thank you to our friend Naomi, who helped bring you here. She's been bringing all of these cool friends of ours lately, from Ariel to you name it, everybody. I gotta say, Naomi seems to know all of you magical friends and celebrities. Naomi, I want to know.
I think she's a good witch, don't you?
Oh, she's a fabulous witch. I love her, and boy, is she magical. Let me tell you. This is so cool. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And I hope you'll stay tuned, Sally, because we're going to talk about Disney World having Halloween and new variations to the Halloween party this year. And of course, it has to do with you as well, because you're a part of the festivities that are going to be different. Although there's no Halloween official party at Disney, it is not canceled, and that is what this show is all about. That the festivities are going to happen year-round now. Don't you agree, Sally, that it should always be a holiday year-round? I mean, that's what Halloween Town's almost all about.
I very much agree, Maria. And I love your Halloween and Christmas spirit that you have.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Everybody, how great was Sally? Can you give her lots of, how about black hearts? Ooh. Would you like a black heart? That sounds like a Sally. Ooh, lots of black hearts for Sally. Oh, we love you so much. I see Sandra says love you. So many people saying they love you. And big thank you again from even our chat. I see people saying thank you to Naomi, bringing you here. Bye, Sally. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This was so rare. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Sally. We'll see you at Disney World very, very soon.
Goodbye.
How cool was that, guys? So rare to have anybody from Nightmare Before Christmas on, and we've had it 2 weeks in a row. Yes, Oogie Boogie last week, who hopped in. We protected Santa. Don't worry, Oogie didn't get a hold of Santa, luckily. And then this week with Sally, amazing. And in 2 weeks, we'll have Jack and Sally together again, just because, again, we can't say it enough, but this episode and kind of the motto of Lake Buena Visitors and LBVTV is every day should be lived like a holiday. Every day is special. So cool, right, guys? How amazing. Now, if any of you didn't get your question answered, feel free to leave a comment and Sally will answer. That's right. Or if you have a question for us, so again, feel free to comment after the show, or if you're watching this as a replay and didn't get to ask live, all of our characters and Disney celebrities come back to answer. Now, stay tuned with us because now we're going to go into some amazing Halloween information that exclusively we have, because literally we live down the street from the warehouse where they do the decorations. I know, so it's really cool. So Chris and I are like little Halloween spies, and we go over and hang out and see what's going on. So we saw, for those of you just tuning in, we saw yesterday the Halloween decorations being brought in and being built. I know, very exciting. So Halloween is not canceled. Another reason we're celebrating. 'Tis always the season. Okay, so first I thought I would start off with finding out what is you guys, everybody in the chat, what is your favorite thing about Halloween? Is it, and let's start with Disney World Halloween or Disneyland Halloween. Do you love the trick-or-treating? Do you love the fireworks? Do you love the parades? Do you love the characters? Because again, the only time we can see Sally or Jack is during the Halloween party or Christmas party. It's really, really rare. I see Soda Pop says the candy. Yes. Oh, and Michael Disney Dad says he lives the other way up the street. That's fine. I see a bunch of people just tuning into the chat. You just missed Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm sorry, but feel free to watch the replay because it was amazing. Again, I would have never guessed in a million years that they love Mike Wazowski and call him the Green Pumpkin King. But it makes sense. He's rotund, So right now we're getting to the Disney news, the Halloween news, all that excitement for the new version of the party. I love it, the candy and the costumes. Yeah, I have to say, I think I love the costumes, but it is so hot in Disney that it's too hot even for this sometimes. So the t-shirts come in handy. I got to say, that's partially why we designed so many Halloween shirts for Lake Buena Visitors Apparel, because in Orlando, it is way too hot sometimes to wear a costume. Chris, do you have any video or pictures of us having fun in our costume that lasted 1 hour in Disney World? We had some fun with characters. Actually, Chris, let's show them some of the character montage. Disney has incredible character experiences, and this year it's going to be a little different, but they're going to have them very socially distant, kind of like what we have now. So the plan for the Halloween party, or again, it's not going to be called the Halloween party. It'll be like the villains party. But the plan is similar to how the characters interact now, where they are distant from you. So they're still going to be there, but 6 feet away where you can interact with them and not draw crowds. So they're going to do interesting things like the dance party where you watch them on the stage dancing, the monsters. I wrote in my notes too, they're going to still have the Cruella party. And again, it's going to be smaller. They're going to also have even the Monsters Laugh floor is going to be open again, I was told by our amazing CM source, because it is a walk-through experience. You don't have to sit down. And they're going to tell people they hope that they'll just keep walking and only allow a certain amount of time. So, Chris, let's show them a little sneak peek of what this past Halloween was like and what they might expect.
Hi, Chris. How are you? It's a great day.
She knew you.
It's going to be a good night. I have a wonderful chance.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm
yes.
sure you're on the list. I'm not.
Well, this is my husband, the fashion designer I was telling you about. Yes. Well, Chris, are we going to do a spotted dress? Do you like spotted?
Very fabulous. Hers have got the buckles on them. I may be a princess, but she is a queen.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time.
you dancing with Elvis Stitch? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. And that was Jenna from Resort TV, one of my BFF, as Lilo next to us as we danced. So yeah, they're gonna do, and of course Cruella loved Chris because Chris helps design our amazing apparel, and so she wanted an outfit for next year. So we're working on it, Cruella, don't you worry. And then the Monsters, you saw from the Monsters Laugh floor doing their dance, but they're gonna do the stage show version of that. So you're still gonna be able to interact with these characters. They're gonna come out, and it'll be a part of an interesting, unique variation of the party that we're used to. But it's better than nothing. Like I said, Halloween is not canceled. Halloween is not canceled. I know, how funny was that, guys? I know, it's always a blast, and the characters are amazing, and part of the reason we love bringing the characters to life to you every Tuesday night here, 8:30 p.m. You know, another part I love to the Halloween party, and I mentioned this in last week's episode because we got insider information about the Christmas party. That's right. The Christmas party is going to work on having the fireworks. So it makes sense when we heard from our cast member source that they're going to work on trying to do something small, fireworks-wise, for the Halloween season, where they will have these stickers on the ground to socially distance people, and cast members are going to walk around to make sure that people are actually standing on these stickers. That is the hope. So Chris, you want to show them the Halloween, and we have a great video up close of our dear friend, Jack.
Halloween is a night filled with surprises. Playful tricks, frightful treats. Why, anything can happen on Halloween. It's time now to take our friends on a Halloween adventure. Hey, look, a dog. It's a ghost dog.
His collar says 0.
I think Zero wants us to follow him into that house.
I'm going to continue the applause. How amazing was that? I know. What a good spot, too. Again, it's not going to be, unfortunately, as grandiose. They may do more projection-based show, which is still cool. Because last year we made our shirt, The Haunted Kingdom, before we even knew they were doing a whole projection show based on the idea of Magic Kingdom becoming the Haunted Kingdom. And yes, the Sanderson Sisters show is amazing. So for those of you just joining, I see a lot of new people in the chat. Oogie Boogie came last week, and one of my favorite parts of the Halloween party. And supposedly they're going to bring a variation of it back, a stage show, but it's going to be shorter, a lot shorter. Chris, do we have Oogie Boogie? Yes, it's going to be shorter, but still awesome.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
But I might ask the same thing of you. What are you?
What? I'm just little old Oogie Boogie, is all. You know, the shadow on the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright.
Lenny, look! Nefarious nightmares.
Yes, and what makes you so scary, you overstuffed potato sack?
My dear, I'm the stuff of your worst nightmare.
Well, we don't have nightmares. We call nightmares.
You're joking! You're joking! I can't believe my eyes! You're joking me! You gotta be! No matter how she tries! She's ancient! She's ugly! I don't know which is worse! I might just spit a seed now! If I don't die laughing first!
Why would he say that?
He doesn't even know me.
Mr. Boogie says there's trouble close at hand. You better pay attention now, 'cause I'm the boogeyman. And if you aren't shaking, there's something very wrong. 'Cause this may be the last time you hear the boogie song. Well, if I'm feeling antsy and there's nothing much to do, I might just cook a special batch of snake and spider stew. And don't you know the one thing that would make it work so nice? A roly-poly sandy sis to add a little spice. So, now that's what I call nefarious nightmares.
Ooh, Oogie. Yeah, he put on a good show last week. So again, if you missed last week's show, definitely go check it out when we had Oogie live, and he was hysterical, of course. Very well behaved though, but still a trouble fun guy. And I love the Sanderson sisters. That is such a great show. Chris loves it. I love it. So I'm glad they're going to bring a variation. I wonder what it'll be like. Will it have less music? Will it be, kind of like how we interact with the characters from afar? I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see who else loves that show. Do you guys love the show with the Sanderson sisters and Oogie? I know, amazing. Another thing that, like I mentioned earlier, was the Laugh Factory is going to have a variation and open again. Right now, the Laugh Factory with Monsters, Inc. is closed in the Magic Kingdom due to the coronavirus. And I get it, it's a theater, but Philharmagic rather, is open. So why not the Laugh Factory? So, interestingly enough, we've been told that for the Halloween season, they're going to open up the Laugh floor, which is different for the Halloween season. Chris, do you have the funny video of when I was Cinderella and they trolled me, those monsters? Okay, this is pretty good.
Wow!
We've mingled with royalty and didn't even know it.
Wow, that is so cool. Well, in honor of you being here, Princess, may I tell you a Halloween joke?
I would be honored.
Okay, here we go. Why was there no candy at the Halloween party?
Why?
Because everyone there was a goblin.
Oh, I like that one.
Everyone there was a goblin. They're so good. I love the Laugh floor. That was so fun. Like I said earlier when I was with Sally, the monsters know me very well. They also know Jenna from Resort TV1 very well, to the point I'm pretty sure they know our names. We go all the time to hang out with them. Rob made a really good question and comment if they will do planned shows. I think they're going to have everything improv, where you don't know on a schedule what will happen when, so that way the crowds don't get too bad. And I think, like I mentioned, they're doing a variation of the Villains Party, which is very small, very intimate. And so again, you're able to control the crowds a little better. Classy Disney Mom says that is so fun. Monsters Laugh Floor is amazing. I know, agree. And Jenna says they know us. They do. We have a lot of video, Jenna, of you on camera. They love getting us. They know that we're fans. They can tell. But yeah, for those of you, again, just tuning in, didn't know Jack and Sally were huge fans of the Monsters Inc. world, but makes sense. They have monsters in their world. Another thing I wanted to let people know that a lot of people don't realize is another option for the Halloween season in Disney World is the Fort Wilderness campgrounds. A lot of people don't realize that there are amazing decorations and people who have been coming to Fort Wilderness Lodge for decades as a tradition. That's right. That's not ours, by the way. That's someone else amazing from Ohio that brought their RV and decorated for a whole week. They spent, we're talking, they said they had trailers. They spent thousands of dollars to decorate their whole section. Really amazing. And again, this is Halloween, not Christmas. So a lot of people don't realize that the Fort Wilderness campgrounds are an incredible opportunity to see Halloween decor from fellow Disney lovers who have been going, again, like it's a family tradition for years, decorating and having fun. And again, you can be socially distant and choose to just enjoy the decor. Chris, do we have some video of that?
Happy Halloween, guys. People go all out. This is just amazing. So this is the lawn with all the stormtroopers decorated that you may have seen on Instagram. Oh, I remember you, Game of Thrones. There's hundreds of them. We're talking hundreds. They just keep going all the way over there.
So that's just a little taste of what I took on my phone on Instagram. You can see much better video of the Christmas decorations, which people do, as well as Halloween decorations on Jackie's channel at Super Enthused or Paging Mr. Morrow. Nathan, he has amazing vlogs. We've linked them on our channel as well. They're great friends of ours, and we had a lot of fun with them on the Christmas season, and we're trying to go back for the Halloween season, because as you can tell, it's amazing. And like I said, people spend thousands and thousands of dollars decorating, coming every year for decades, like I said, since the opening of the campgrounds itself. And we got to talk to them and hear their stories, where they're from. And of course, this year you could do it socially distantly. Rent a golf cart, or in our case, we walked, and it was amazing to see. So again, that's another option to enjoy for the Halloween season or the Christmas season. And they start not just on Halloween, but for the weeks before it, the weeks before Christmas. People take over those campgrounds and those cabins to do so much amazingness. It's really cool and a great hidden gem that you can enjoy these holiday spirit. Like I said, that's the theme of this episode, is every day should be a holiday. And like I said, these people in the cabins are there for weeks on end, celebrating as if every day is Halloween leading up to it, or every day is Christmas leading up to it. It is so cool. ICC says, I'm ready to start decorating now. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too, as you can tell. Like I said earlier, Halloween is only 90 days away. Amazing. Crazy how much time flies. Another favorite thing about the Halloween season, do you guys love the parade? I love the parade. Now, I have great news. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for exciting news? They are going to bring a Halloween variation of the cavalcade. So kind of like what we saw with the villains party, and what we see now with the princesses and things of that sort, we are getting a Halloween-esque themed parade. Chris and everybody in the chat, do you guys want to relive our amazing parade? It might not be as grandiose as this. We'll find out soon enough, but let's show them some of my favorite parade ever.
Everyone is
chill water for us. Know that we will follow the drill.
Oogie just can't get away from us. Oogie loves me. I think he does. How awesome is the parade? I love the parade. As you can see, I was like having the best time ever. And I learned an awesome tip from my great friends at Resort TV One that spot, I don't know if you could see where we were at, right in the center where usually the Christmas tree is, and right by Town Square is the perfect viewing spot for the parade. I learned that from my friends. So this will be interesting. I see Jill, people are just tuning in. They are going to be doing a variation of the Halloween party. We have an earlier episode with Maleficent from a couple weeks ago who talked to us about the Villains Party, which is going to be the variant on the Halloween party. And they're going to be doing still Halloween stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, we live down the street from the decorations warehouse, and we got some inside sources telling us all about what is coming. The other thing that's going to be a major part of the Halloween season is, of course, magic shots. And they're one of my favorite things for the Halloween season because, again, holidays are magical. Chris, do we have some of our favorite magic shots to show them? I love these. Oh, so cool. Again, they do an incredible job, bringing to life, especially now that we can't easily get, our own pictures. PhotoPass is still there. Do we have any more, Chris? Oh, there's me again. Oh, there we go. Different shirt, same spot. Awesome picture spot. How about us and, oh, there we go. This is actually humans. This is not a magic shot, but these are the ghosts that come out on the haunted lawn. But Chris, I'm glad you brought this up because they're going to come back and do their show. These two amazing ghosts come out on the Haunted Mansion lawn and they do a whole show for everybody. It's a comedy spectacular of ghosts. I love it. It's a hidden gem that a lot of people miss during the party, but it's a great way for socially distantly having entertainment because they're up on the lawn far away from you. Obviously, in this case scenario, we're next to each other because it's before the pandemic, but now you can watch from where I'm standing while they're up, there in the lawn of the Haunted Mansion. And the grave diggers, they will be back. Our CM source told us the gravediggers are going to come and be walking around and interacting with guests with their scary shovels and gloves. We talked about how my gloves as Cinderella match their gloves as gravediggers, and they asked if I'd been digging graves as Cinderella. I said, "Why, yes, I have." So yeah, there's a lot of really cool photo ops and characters that will be back out interacting again in these new, interesting ways that we didn't even imagine would still happen. But that just goes to show that the holiday magic and the Disney magic is not over. It's just going to be different. And we are so excited to bring that news to you guys. I was so excited. And of course, I was like, we have to celebrate with a Nightmare Before Christmas show, getting in the holiday spirit, not just for Halloween, Christmas, but much more. Yes, that's right, Rob. So it's going to be interesting to have the excitement of Disney Halloween still going. Like Eric Neal just wrote, Disney will not disappoint. I'm really excited to see they're finding creative ways to bring this magic to us. And in the meantime, like we did tonight, we're going to keep bringing you the characters in ways you'll never be able to experience them. Even Sally, I've been to the Christmas party and the Halloween party and stood in line for 5 hours. Have you guys done that? I've done that. Oh, Chris, do you have a video? Oh, we have a picture with them? Yay! I stood in line for 5 hours for this picture. So I don't know about you guys, but we're really glad to be able to bring you Sally and Jack and Oogie Boogie, be able to talk to you personally through here in our chat. What is your favorite part, guys, of the Christmas party, the Halloween party? I saw a bunch of you saying, fireworks and things like that. Now that you know that there is going to be a variation on them, are you excited? Are you excited a little bit more for Halloween? And I would love to know, before we end, is what are you guys thinking of being for Halloween? I did mention, part of the reason you see us always in t-shirts in Orlando and the majority of tourists is definitely because it's way too hot to wear a costume. Though I sucked it up and wore my Cinderella one. But what would you want to be for Halloween, guys? I would love to know. And of course, I saw other people saying princesses. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to be. Snow White or Jessie. That's a great one. Ooh, she got engaged with Jack and Sally. That's amazing. What a cool memory. Did you have to wait in line for 5 hours too? I did. It was worth it. But here at Lake Buena Visitors Television, there's no waiting in line. You get to hang with the celebrities anytime. I love that. Somebody was the Easter Bunny. Brandy and Dave wants to be Elsa. That's a great one. Ooh, thinking of Indiana Jones. Rob, that's a great one. Samantha Lowe said Ray. I love Ray. We had her as our first ever guest on Lake Buena Visitors Television. It was so cool. So we'll have to have her back. What do you guys think? I see Happy Hopper says one of the villains. Ooh, wait, did Chris, my husband, write something? He said he's going to be Chip and Dale with Dale from Resort TV 1. Of course, that's right. Me and Jen are going to do something. We're gonna wear our new Lake Buena Visitors tee and go to the laugh floor. Our son's name is Maverick, so we're going with Top Gun. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. That's so awesome. Lisa Lee says the child. She's going to be Baby Yoda. Oh my God, these are all, and this is a great way, guys, everybody in the chat, to read each other's comments, to get ideas. Because I would have never thought of Indiana Jones, which is such a good one, or Top Gun, which is a great group costume. I was thinking a fun one for a group would be Peter Pan, because you could have somebody be Peter Pan, you could have somebody be Wendy, the Lost Boys, the Mermaids. I mean, it's a Captain Hook. It's a plethora of people. I see Nikki Walker says Princess Leia. Oh, that's a great one. Anna Butler says Kevin, like the bird. That's awesome. Please do that. That would be so cool. And I will be Russell. That's an awesome one. There's so many good ideas. Andrew G, that's okay if you don't know. These are great ways to get ideas from other people. I love doing that on our Instagram and also here. Again, this is a way for our Lake Buena Visitors Club, as I call you guys, to connect. And again, it's a community of fun. I love, yes, Jen and I, we princesses. Take that. Courtney Flores, what do you want to be for Halloween? Well, we have some special shirts coming out, but this is one of my favorite. I might want to be a Nightmare Before Christmas character. I don't know. Sally looked so awesome tonight. How do you guys think I would look with blue on my face? What do you think? I don't know. I think I'd make a decent Sally. Who knows? I kind of really want to do that. It's very outside the box for me. So I think that would be, I don't know. Would you guys be like, oh, that's cool? What do you guys think I should be? Yeah, let me know what you think I should be for Halloween. I would love ideas from you guys. I see Alyssa Cyrus as Princess Anna. Sandra says she likes wearing our t-shirts. Thank you. That makes our day to hear that we put a smile on your face. Last year on video, there was a group of people who were visitors from the Tower of Terror. What a great idea. That is so cool. Actually, I don't know. I might change my answer. That'd be cool to be like an old 1950s. And we're working on a Tower of Terror shirt coming out soon. Oh, thank you, Disney Up, for saying I was the perfect Cinderella. I had a lot of fun as that. Going to be sadness to represent 2020, says Big John. Big John, you've been hysterical all night. I feel that. I feel that. Jenna Resort TV 1, my BFF says we could be the Pandora people, the Navi. That's a great idea because next week we have the actual Navi coming on the show, and they're going to teach us how to speak Navi. Sorry, I'm learning. I'm practicing already. And we have actual Pandora conservation experts to tell us all about Pandora, what's happening now with the world and Corona, and how Flight of Passage works. I know, I'm very excited. So you don't want to miss next week if you haven't subscribed yet. It's going to be awesome. Again, every week we have something amazing and wild. Celebrities and Disney news and Disney people you would never imagine in a million years would come and be able to interact with you. Maria should be, I like that. Bo Peep, that'd be good. Chris, you could be Woody. That's a good one. Chris gives you 2 thumbs up. Tinkerbell, says Rose. That's a great one too. Again, I love that idea. Peter Pan, it's an easy group one where you can do a lot of people. I see Alyssa Steimer also says Tinkerbell. A lot of Tinkerbell fans. I like that one. That's easy. I can put my hair up. But yeah, there's going to be so many cool special guests coming in the coming weeks. But we wanted to get, again, the festivities started while people were kind of bummed thinking Halloween is canceled. But we are here to tell you Halloween is not canceled. I'm very excited, and we're so glad that Sally got to exclusively help bring that news to you. And again, like I said, 2 weeks from now, Jack is going to join us because he had quarantine issues. I understand. I don't know if you guys are in your hometowns dealing with the same thing, but we get it, Jack. And we're glad that you're following the rules so none of us get sick or the holidays get canceled. So yeah, but I'm so glad you guys are able to be a part of this and to be a part of the amazing news. If you're just joining in, make sure to watch the replay as we had Sally and talked all things Disney Halloween with exclusive news you guys are hearing first. A big thank you to our amazing moderators, Brandy and Dave, Magical News Live, Samantha Lowe, Jennifer from Resort TV1, our friends, all of you. It's Joey's World, Donna, who just had a birthday. Happy birthday. LSU Mom, so many of you. We can't thank you enough for being a part of the magic. I see more of you hopping in. Again, make sure to watch the replay because we film every episode, not just like a live stream where, you know, you can kind of go in and out and it's not per se that you miss something. Here we do it like a real TV show where you get a whole experience with Disney magic, Disney characters, Disney celebrities, Disney news, and much more. And like I said, next week is Pandora, the Navi, and the week after. If we're lucky, we're working on getting, that's right, the Hogwarts Express, where you will all join me and we will have the Wizarding World a part of our show. I know, I'm so excited. I'm hoping this works out. Crossing our fingers. And we have some Harry Potter merch coming out soon too. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the Wizarding World, so we like to bring you the magic in all sorts of fandoms, and of course Marvel and things of that sort. And we'll have many more adventures from vlogs, especially with the opening of the parks, the reopening, and things changing with the parks. We will keep you up to date with fun things and ways to enjoy adventures that you wouldn't otherwise see on here in creative and unique ways, like I mentioned. Oh, Courtney Flores is Princess and the Frog. I see more people still bringing in their cool ideas for awesome costume ideas. I love the Princess and the Frog. Oh, such a good one. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of an amazing live stream tonight. If I missed your awesome Halloween costume ideas, I would love to know them. Wouldn't you guys in the chat? So will you, after the show, comment with your favorite Halloween costume idea? That would be amazing. Now we have a whole slew of Halloween costume ideas to go through to basically use as our brainstorming outlet. And again, we love having you guys connect with each other. We call you the LBB Club. And for those of you tuning in, go to www.lbbclub.com for an exclusive YouTube coupon that you guys can get for any of our apparel and fun things that we have in our shop. Thank you guys so much for an amazing night. Make sure to comment too if you didn't get your question answered by Sally. She'll come back and answer. We love hearing from you. It means the world to us. Join us again on any of our platforms. The links are in the description. And please follow all of our friends, Brandy and Dave, and many more that we've listed in the links as well, who help make our show possible. We couldn't thank you enough for being a part of it. Again, a big thank you to Mike Scabetta, who helped bring Sally to our channel today. We pay all our characters because they're in furlough too, just like the rest of us. So again, thank you so much for doing that. It means the world to us. And we hope you will be in the Halloween and Christmas spirit, but just the holiday spirit, because 'tis always the season, guys. And like I say at the end of every episode, do you guys remember what I say? We can't wait to see ya real soon.